My book is called Gathering Blue by Lewis Lowry. We join the book when Kira's mom has just died. Kira is now an orphan because when she was born, her father was killed by beasts. Kira has a twisted leg, and unfortunately she was born into a society where people who have physical disadvantages are seen as useless. In fact, they wanted to kill her when she was young, but her mother refused to let them. Now that she has no one to protect her, Vendara wants to steal the land where Kira's house was, and she wants Kira to die or be cast out of the village. Kira goes to trial for this, and she meets Jameson. He is a part of the Council of Guardians. He defends her by saying she isn't useless because she can weave very well. She gets to live in the Council of Edifice because of her talent. While she is there, she meets Thomas and Joe. They are also orphans who have talents. Kira has to work on weaving the future for the robe. The robe is used at the gathering to tell stories of past societies where the world was destroyed. She has all the colors to use except blue. Her friend Matt ends up disappearing, and Kira and Thomas try looking for him, but he is gone. During the gathering where they sing about the robe, she sees Matt. She meets up with him, and he has gone to another village and brought blue thread with him, as well as Kira's father. Kira's father, Christopher, tells Kira how Jameson had tried to kill him, but he was saved by another village, a kind village who will take care of her. She says she will go, but after careful consideration, she decides not to. She knows her art can make a difference for the village's future. Her father leaves with Matt, and they both understand. In Gathering Blue, blue represents compassion and hope for a better future. I am arguing about how blue symbolizes these things. Kira's search for blue represents her search for a better life. Blue mirrors the absence of unity and compassion in her community. The color blue symbolizes not only hope and compassion, but also the potential for societal improvement. The absence of the color blue in Kira's society represents the loss of compassion. In the story, Kira says that there is no real blue anymore, only a hint that there once had been. Blue, being an unattainable and rare color, symbolizes the lack of connection and empathy in her village. This suggests that her society has regressed into a state of life where meaningful, important parts of life are gone. This quote suggests a time where these traits were once present, a time where people could care and stand up for each other. Since then, it has been erased though, just like how blue has been lost and erased in the village. People are now resigned to live a controlled life where emotions are suppressed. The loss of blue represents the suppression of care, concern, and sympathy. There are still reminders that even in a village full of oppression and fear, hope and compassion still exist outside of the village, symbolized by the color blue. When Matt says, "Them got blue for sure," it is confirmed there is still hope out there. Blue symbolizes that there is something better in other places. This suggests that while Kira's village is full of hate, there are still villages that have kept these qualities as their lifestyles. Blue implies a contrast between her village and villages that are not defined by control. This shows that there is freedom out there. Blue reminds us and Kira that there are other ways of living that she had not known before. This idea enforces that change is possible. Blue symbolizes the idea that freedom and a better life can happen, even if it doesn't feel possible. The color blue serves as an important symbol of compassion and the transformative potential of hope, representing the delicate yet dynamic force that can bring by a brighter future. At the end of the story, Kira describes how the blue was gathered in her hand, and she could feel it quiver, as if it had been given breath and was beginning to live. Blue is being personified, which proves that it embodies more than just a color. It represents a strong symbol of hope. The act of her holding the blue shows her emotions of her people. Blue represents how she knows she can make a difference. She has hope. When she says that blue is beginning to live, it shows the great potential for a society renewal. As the blue threads take on life, so does Kira's new future full of hope and compassion. Blue symbolizes real, living hope that can make her future a better place. In conclusion, the color blue is not just a color. It is a symbol of hope, compassion, and the potential for a better society. The scarcity amount of blue in Kira's village shows the absence of these essential values. Her discovery of blue threads signifies the possibility of change. Blue embodies the power of creativity, resilience, and the belief that even in an oppressed world, hope and a better future is still possible. The things I was showing you is my visual analysis that relates to the theme. These are all the threads that Kira would have used and how she would have made the robe. She would have used these ones though to make that. So